Hi, I'm Greg and I'm the Managing Director and founder of Stroud Brewery. And I'm just about to have a little sip of our Brewer's Garden from this year. And Brewer's Garden is our green hopped annual harvest celebration beer. And rather than using dried hops, we use some dried hop, but largely we put a lot of green undried hops in, like these ones here. So our green hops are actually grown by a community of hop growers. It started in 2008 when Ian Thorne, our brewer at the time, used some hops from our from the hop plants outside our little brewery. And one of our customers said, where do you grow those hops? Here they are, these little plants, and realised we didn't have many and offered to grow some for us on her allotment. And that rapidly grew in popularity, and now we have about 80 or 100 people growing hops in their allotments, gardens, even a pub garden. And each year that community brings their hop plants to the brewery, and we spend the morning picking off all the hop flowers or the hop cones. Simultaneously we start a brew, and halfway through we pile mountains, buckets of green hops into the wort to give it its flavour and aroma. And the green hop gives a really fresh vegetal characteristic that you don't get from the dried hop. So Brewer's Garden, it's a pale ale, 4.2%. We put in a known amount of bittering hops that we use from our dried hop collection, so that we know we've got a baseline bitterness. And then all the flavour and aroma comes from the green hop addition. This year we had a record year. Last year we harvested 51 kilos of green hop. The year before was 55. This year I believe it was 94 kilos of green hop. Now that also includes a lot of moisture. It's about 80% moisture, so that's only equivalent to maybe 9 or 10 kilos of dried hop. But that is still a lot of hop for one of our usual brews. And the consequence is quite an aromatic but traditional flavoured beer. The predominant hop varieties are Fuggles and Goldings. Those are our original plants that have been cloned through cuttings and root cuttings. But we have had some more exotic varieties creep in through people's own hop plants. And one year we actually introduced a variety called Cascade, which has got a much more aromatic and citrus aroma. So we're starting to see a bit more aroma come through with the mix. But surprisingly, it's not really in your face like a lot of the sort of craft hoppy beers. It is a subtle, easy drinking, traditional pale ale, but with that really fresh herbal characteristic. So as I mentioned, we actually do this as a cask brew. It's gone entirely into cask, and it's going to be available on our bar and of course in all the local pubs that stock our beers. And it is one of our most popular seasonal beers. It's a lovely story, it's a great fresh beer, it comes around once a year, and it really helps to punctuate our calendar. Hop picking season traditionally happens around the second weekend of September, and we've certainly set that as our community hop picking day every year. So we pick on the weekend, we do the brew that day. It takes a week to actually brew the beer, then it goes into cask and it has to then condition in cask, and by condition I mean it needs to carbonate. It builds up pressure and naturally adds bubbles and carbon dioxide to the brew. So this is going to be ready to drink in the first week of October, and we'll hopefully drink it all right through the month of October as our harvest celebration beer. Cheers.